How can I assist you today? The boy takes Zombie for a walk every day and keeps him at home. Only because he needs to rely on Zombie's keen sense of smell, so that he can find his girlfriend, who has been missing for 18 years. Just 2 seconds ago, a new virus broke out globally. 99% of the human population has been infected. People have turned into monsters who only know how to kill. The very few people who have survived, they can only hide in the corners of the city to survive. High school student Ling Silent is evading the pursuit of zombies. Unexpectedly, she discovers that she can establish a connection with the zombies and manipulate their behavior, turning them into her own corpse puppets. At the beginning, Ling Silent's control over the corpse puppet was not stable. He almost lost his life due to the failure of controlling it. But with repeated practice, he finally mastered the trick. Not only could he maintain control over the corpse puppet all the time, he could also conduct remote control in a small area. Although the entire city is filled with walking dead. But Ling Silent felt it was time. He needed to find his potential girlfriend as soon as possible. He made up his mind and decided to set out with corpse puppet early tomorrow morning. Ling Silent has gotten up. I just got on the car. I will cook spare ribs for you at noon. Just hearing a girl's voice, Ling Silent's face blushed and his heart raced. He held the phone in his hand, stunned for several seconds. Ye beloved, can you be mine? He didn't let him finish. On the phone came, I'm willing. But the next second is Ye beloved's scream, and the phrase, Brother Ling, run quickly. No matter how Ling Silent screams, there is no sound on the phone. Since the day Ye beloved disappeared, Ling Silent has been having this nightmare every day. Fortunately, he has the special ability to control zombies. Otherwise, even with 10 lives, he wouldn't be able to search for Ye beloved. Ling Silent had just walked out of the room. The captive corpse puppet pounced on him, but it was held back by the iron chain around its neck. When Ling Silent relaxes his mind, the corpse puppet will break free of his control. He refocused his mind and established a connection with the corpse puppet. Then he took him straight to the street. Ling Silent was stunned. How can he pass through the airtight walking dead? At this moment, cries for help came from not far away. A group of zombies immediately ran towards the direction of the sound. Ling Silent and corpse puppet took the opportunity to hide behind the car. Wait until the walking dead run far away. He then took corpse puppet and ran to the opposite side of the street. Calling for help loudly is undoubtedly seeking a dead end. In less than a second, the two people were devoured by the walking dead. However, Ling Silent, who witnessed this scene, did not feel any compassion in his heart. Instead, he felt extremely excited. Even a red light appeared in his eyes. Is it because he maintains a mental connection with the zombie, so his temperament is influenced by the zombie? Even so, Ling Silent has no other choice. He must rely on the corpse puppet to find Ye beloved. Later, he manipulates the corpse puppet to check the situation near Ye beloved's house. Such car accidents are seen everywhere after the disaster occurs. Ling Silent doesn't mind letting the corpse puppet continue moving forward. However, just as he took a step forward, he made it step back. He remembers the license plate number. This is the bus that Ye beloved always takes when coming to their own home. Ling Silent immediately had corpse puppet go to the car to check the situation. The car was filled with corpses. In front of the car stood a red-haired girl with legs 2 meters long. She was holding a man's head in her right hand. Ling Silent shouted the name Ye beloved, referring to the girl who can turn her head back. The girl's eyes were glowing red with a murderous intent. Ling Silent was still shocked. However, Ye beloved had already extended her claws and pounced towards corpse puppet. With just one strike, corpse puppet was directly sent flying 8 meters. Ye beloved continued to approach with her blood-red eyes staring. If Ye beloved kills corpse puppet and then escapes, I may never find her again. So Ling Silent tries to establish a mental connection with Ye beloved. But as soon as he touches Ye beloved's mind, he is met with her strong resistance. Ye beloved is resisting. This indicates that she has undergone a mutation. She has developed self-awareness, which means there is a possibility of restoring her sanity. As long as there is a glimmer of hope, he will not give up on Ye Beloved. Seizing the opportunity, while Ye Beloved is fiercely attacking Corpse Puppet, Ling Silent increased the intensity of establishing the mental connection. After 80 seconds, the two finally became a grasshopper on the same line. But Ye Beloved at this moment had a ravenous expression on his face. Ling Silent noticed that she was craving the gel from the zombie. Every zombie's occiput produces gel. Zombies of different levels have gels of different colors. Ye Beloved picked up the gel and swallowed it in one gulp. Immediately, a comfortable sensation spread over the two of them. Suddenly, their faces turned red, and even Ling Silent felt something unusual happening to their bodies. He held Ye Beloved tightly because of their spiritual connection. The zombie gel that Ye Beloved ingested improved the physical qualities of both of them. Although Ye Beloved only retained a hint of consciousness, Ling Silent firmly believed that there must be a way to help her recover. His expression relaxed immediately. However, just at that moment, Ye Beloved felt a loosening of the spiritual connection. In an instant, a surge of killing intent emerged. She exerted great force and slammed Ling Silent to the ground. She immediately extended her sharp claws and attacked him. Ye Beloved is a mutated zombie stronger than a regular zombie. Ling Silent is now without the assistance of Corpse Puppet. He is no match for Ye Beloved, hanging on the brink of danger. Ling Silent closed his eyes and concentrated, still reciting an incantation. Once there was a love placed in front of me. I did not cherish it. If God gives me another chance, I will tell you 4 words. Connection successful. The once bustling metropolis. Because the area has turned into a deserted zone due to the zombies. Ye Beloved's clothes were torn apart during the fight. Ling Silent decided to change her outfit. However, the zombies on the street once again aroused Ye Beloved's killing intent. Ling Silent looked at Ye Beloved's reaction. A bold guess formed in his mind. Zombie gel's recovery should be very helpful to Ye Beloved. Ye Beloved, get ready, we'll go together. Without waiting for Ling Silent's response, she has already rushed up and knocked down 5 zombies. This powerful combat strength made Ling Silent a little flustered. If you don't quickly boost your spiritual strength, let alone help Ye Beloved regain consciousness, once she breaks free from control, it's a dead end for herself as well. Even if she manages to escape by some stroke of luck, he would have a hard time finding her, like finding a needle in a haystack. In the collaboration between the two, Ye Beloved will eat all the zombie gel obtained. Ling Silent also feels the changes in his physical fitness once again. And in the battle with zombie just now, he didn't feel any fear at all. It seems that Ye Beloved's fighting spirit also has an impact on himself. Upon arriving at the clothing store, Ling Silent became so excited that his face turned red. Because Ye Beloved was unconscious, Ling Silent had to help her clean up and change clothes. Even though he tried to keep calm, who could understand this kind of happiness? Does anyone want a girlfriend like this, for the viewers watching the video? Because of the effects of zombie gel, Ye Beloved also underwent more obvious changes. She started to be able to express her thoughts. For example, she would grab Ling Silent's clothes to indicate that the baby was hungry. The two of them killed 88 zombies in the urban area again. But when Ye Beloved fed gel again, she collapsed on the ground, fainting. When Ye Beloved woke up again, her eyes changed back from red to black. She also looked much more energetic. The current Ye Beloved looks similar to an ordinary person. She just can't speak yet. Ling Silent became more aware that the changes happening to Ye Beloved seem more like a kind of evolution. As long as she continues to evolve, she will be closer to regaining consciousness. She wants to evolve by killing more zombies. So Ling Silent urgently needs a handy weapon. There happens to be Wang's famous shop nearby that specializes in crafting short knives. So he decided to go take a look. Wang frozen, wake up quickly, someone is here. It seems like they are also with a woman. Wow, this sister is so amazing. Should we remind them that there are zombies in the store? How to remind them? Shout out? That will only make them die faster, forget it. Let fate decide. Two people arrived at the store. Ling Silent quickly found the workshop where the knife was placed. But the door was locked. Could there still be someone inside? But the next second, a loud noise came from inside the door. Then a hand reached out. Ling Silent looked inside the door. It turned out to be a powerful mutated zombie. Ling Silent protected Ye Beloved behind him. Immediately, he used a spiral kick to pin the base against the door frame. Then he lifted the sharp blade and forcefully made a stab. However, at this moment, the mutant zombie kicked Ling Silent hard, sending him flying 8 meters away. Ling Silent was shaken by the powerful force of the zombie, and temporarily lost mobility. But the zombie pounced again. Ye Beloved, who received the transmitted information, turned around and came behind the zombie. She immediately pierced through the zombie's body with her sharp claws. However, the zombie, despite suffering a lethal blow, did not die. This instead aroused his fighting spirit even more. It suddenly turned red. After a few rounds of battle, Ling Silent gradually regained mobility. He took advantage of the fierce battle between Zombie and Ye Beloved, found the opportunity to sneak behind Zombie, leaped 8 meters high on the spot, and ruthlessly stabbed its chest with a knife, achieving a perfect kill. At this moment, Ling Silent also saw clearly the situation in the studio. The zombie slaughtered all living beings before continuously evolving to become so powerful. On the other side, Ye Beloved only thought about having a meal. She picked up the fresh red and green gel. Ye Beloved, wait, you can't eat it yet. Ling Silent is observing carefully. This gel is much greener than the previous gel. The toxins inside should be stronger. Last time Ye Beloved fainted after eating gel. We have to find a safe shelter first. Ling Silent will collect the zombie gel. Then we can continue selecting weapons in the workshop. Indeed, these swords and knives are truly top-notch. They are worth at least $1 billion if placed on the market. Just when Ling Silent wanted to make a fortune by selling knives. The soles of the feet, however, made a strange sound. He reached out with his hand and found a hidden compartment. Inside was a short knife worth 100 yuan. This is it, it suits my style well. Afterward, the two of them left the weapons shop and found an apartment to rest. Ling Silent poured half a ton of disinfectant at the door to mask the smell. Then he took out zombie gel to treat Ye Beloved to a meal. This girlfriend is too cute, isn't she? Are all the viewers watching the video feeling moved? Ye Beloved just consumed a zombie gel. Suddenly, a sharp pain surged in the chest of Ling Silent. He was struggling to breathe, trembling, and kneeling on the ground. Ye Beloved also had a strong reaction. The last scene Ling Silent saw before fainting was Ye Beloved's departure. 2 seconds later, Ling Silent regained consciousness. He searched every corner of the room and didn't see Ye Beloved. Could it be that Ye Beloved had escaped from control and fled? He focused on sensing the spiritual connection. Luckily, the connection with Ye Beloved is still there. And because of the effects of zombie gel, Ling Silent's mental strength becomes stronger and clearer. He followed the connection direction and found Ye Beloved downstairs. Besides, during battles, Ye Beloved, she rarely acts on her own. Why did she suddenly, excitedly walk downstairs? Ling Silent was stunned when he saw Ye Beloved again. Is this Ye Beloved's normal appearance before? Ling Silent immediately ran over and hugged Ye Beloved. Have you regained consciousness? Do you remember me? When Ye Beloved turned around, her eyes were still empty. I thought, but it's okay. At least you showed some emotions. You can act on your own now. Although it's just a small improvement, it is a great encouragement for Ling Silent. The continuously evolving Ye Beloved has also burst out with astonishing combat power in her eyes. Zombies seem like inconspicuous low-level creatures. Their killing methods are clean and neat, without any emotion, especially when facing humans. What kind of reaction does she have? Just then, cries for help could be heard not far away. 2 high school students were surrounded by a circle of zombies. When the zombies launched their attack, the girl's mouth curled up in excitement. Then she raised her hand, and the knife fell, cutting the zombie in half, while the boy next to her perfectly played the role of a cheerleader. But 2 fists are no match for 8 hands. The 2 were quickly forced into a corner. Ling Silent realized that this girl had some skills. Perhaps she is also an ability user like Ye Beloved. But in order to not expose Ye Beloved's identity, Ling Silent decided to turn a blind eye. But just as they turned around, the cheerleaders behind them started shouting, "Brother, I'm behind you, help me!" In just 1 second, Zombie noticed the 2 of them because of the sound. But Ling Silent protected Ye Beloved behind him and ordered her not to act. The high school student in front of me doesn't know if they are a friend or a foe. If Ye Beloved's identity is exposed, it may bring about new dangers. Due to the increase in mental power, Ling Silent can now control 3 zombies at the same time. He kills as he controls, as long as the number is not too high. These zombies are like sitting ducks. With Ling Silent joining in, over half of the zombie horde is quickly taken down. Little Green took the opportunity to escape from the broken house. He immediately shouted, "Brother, I'm here!" "You are so amazing." This immediately attracted a large group of zombie Ling Silent and stunned them into mummies on the spot. I really admire you, Creeper. Do the viewers of the video have teammates like this too? If Little Green is of any use, it's that he runs fast. He led Ling Silent and others to a certain corner, shaking off the group of zombies. Little Green first thanked Ling Silent for saving his life, and then invited him to go for a beer. Although Ye Beloved looks no different from an ordinary person, it's hard not to be noticed after spending a long time together. "No, we have other things to do," said the girl nearby. Despite that, Little Green kept chatting with Ling Silent. Since the other party is unwilling, you shouldn't force it, the girl next to them just said, but the next second, she pounced on Ling Silent. She recognized the short knife at his waist. Ling Silent made a turn, and the girl's face hit the ground due to inertia. "Xia Na, what are you doing?" "Just having a beer. No need to act this way." "You mind your own business." "Shut up. Don't talk." She stands up and looks at Ling Silent. "Did you get this short knife from one's famous shop?" "How did you know?" "So the people in the shop are all dead, right?" "My cousin's family died so tragically." Xia Na is deeply immersed in sorrow and unable to extricate herself. However, Ling Silent seems to have misunderstood something. "Since there's nothing wrong, could you please stop staring at me all the time?" Xia Na suddenly developed a sinister interest. "What are you afraid of? Your girlfriend doesn't mind." After saying that, she directly hugged Ye Beloved, just at this moment. Ye Beloved's eyes revealed a hint of killing intent, but only for a second. Ling Silent quickly used his psychic power to control Ye Beloved, and then his eyes returned to black. Faced with Xia Na's non-stop chatter, Ye Beloved remained silent. Seeing this, Ling Silent could only say that Ye Beloved didn't speak. Upon hearing that Ye Beloved was mute, Xia Na reacted differently. She was determined to invite the 2 of them out for a beer. Half pushing and half pulling, they arrived at the place where Little Green and Xia Na were temporarily hiding. Ling Silent was stunned as soon as he walked in. There were unexpectedly so many survivors here. Before Little Green could even sit down, the person with short hair next to her hurriedly asked, "How was your harvest today?" "It's fine. Just looted the supermarket on South Street. There are still a lot of things we haven't brought back. We'll go back for them after eating." Ling Silent finally woke up. Everyone relies on Xia Na and Little Green to go on an adventure to collect food. And these people are just sitting here enjoying the fruits of their labor. Although Little Green enthusiastically introduced Ling Silent as a lifesaver. But when faced with a person who suddenly came to distribute food to them, everyone had a bad expression. "Brother Ling? The savior? Xia Na is here too. Does she need his help?" "Yes, that's right. Where else would we need this outsider's help? Wang Mao doesn't need to do this. It's just a meal. Everyone is arguing incessantly. Little Green's persuasion is completely ineffective. Xiaona also has a look of watching a drama on her face. He looks at this group of freeloaders living off others. Ling Silent felt disgusted and turned away. Huffing, I never had any intention of freeloading, so enjoy your meal. In this apocalyptic world, having a shelter with sufficient food is incredibly precious. Ling Silent was nowhere to be found in the end. Xiaona's plan to make Ling Silent look bad was doomed to failure. Wang Mao, being a rich second generation, cannot stand Ling Silent's arrogance. You still brought a woman like you. Can you afford to support her? Just having food to eat is good enough. Why pretend to be a big shot? He then grabbed Ling Silent by the collar. Ling Silent dodged. Instead, he pressed Yellow Hair against the wall. Then he punched hard. And the others on the side were all stunned. Even Huang Mao didn't expect Ling Silent to be so skillful. If you dare to say one more thing that annoys me, I will fight until you can't speak. Huang Mao cast a pleading look at Xiaona for help. But Ling Silent did not give Xiaona face, insisting on an apology from her. Why should I apologize? Isn't this just for everyone to have more to eat? Huang Mao looked at his classmates, who usually flattered him. At this time, not a single person was helping him. Little Green held some food wanting to make amends. But Ling Silent insisted on leaving. However, just at this moment, Xiaona suddenly grabbed Ling Silent's hand. Do you still have something to do? Xiaona hesitated for a moment before speaking out. Yes, I think you're quite capable. Could you do me a favor? Before she could speak, Ling Silent promptly refused. It's your choice to raise these tadpoles. I won't comment. But I'm unwilling to have any relationship with these people, said Ling Silent. Xiaona had a sudden inspiration, so she said, as long as you have nothing to do with them, you are willing to help, right? Xiaona was afraid that Ling Silent would refuse again, so she hastily said, we are all students from the same school. However, during the escape, some students stayed behind at the school. We made an agreement. We will go back to pick them up once we find a place to stay. However, due to too many zombies near the school, it's impossible to get close. So, please help me get into the school. After listening to it, Ling Silent took a second to think with his brain. The campus, a gathering place for zombies. Those who stayed there may have already lost their lives. Xiaona did not give up because of the agreement. She really deserves a good person award. Since Ye Beloved swallowed the mutant zombies gel last time, regular gel has no effect on Ye Beloved. To continue Ye Beloved's evolution, more mutant zombie gel will need to be found. And the densely populated school can breed more mutant zombies. Thinking of this, Ling Silent agreed to go together. However, Ling Silent not only did not want to go herself, but also did not want Xiaona to go to school to save people. If she leaves, there will be no one to support and protect them. Xiaona immediately exploded in anger. If it weren't for them holding back, you would have been dead in the belly of the zombie a long time ago. For those watching the video, would you go to school to rescue your classmates? The silent man with glasses on the side suddenly proposed that everyone go together. However, Ling Silent disagreed, saying that none of you have combat capabilities. Going together would be a hindrance. In order to reassure Ling Silent, Xiaona said that she would take care of them. These students all rely on Xiaona for protection and food. Although they do not want to go to school, they can only follow the majority. Everyone discussed setting off early tomorrow morning. In the blink of an eye, it was time to rest. Xiaona requested to sleep together with Ye Beloved. Although Ling Silent agreed readily, when he returned to the room, he used the spiritual connection to monitor every move of Ye Beloved. But he didn't expect that the situation in the room would make him blush and his heart beat faster. Doesn't Big Sister take off her clothes to sleep? Come on, let me help you. She pressed Ye Beloved down on the bed. However, at this moment, Ling Silent controlled Ye Beloved to resist Xia Na. Ye Beloved's body temperature is very low. If she is touched, it will definitely be discovered as abnormal. Subsequently, she entered a sleep state under Ling Silent's command. Xia Na initially thought that Ling Silent forced Ye Beloved, so she invited them to drink beer. But after spending time together, she discovered that Ling Silent is a very responsible person. No matter what happens tomorrow, still thank you in advance. On the other side, Ling Silent listened to Xia Na's self-talk like this. Before setting off, everyone was assigned food and a kitchen knife. Little Green and Xia Na defeated the zombies on the way by perfect cooperation. But the other classmates on the side could only watch helplessly. They were powerless to act. Just then, a classmate was suddenly attacked and fell to the ground by the zombie. The zombie then began to bite forcefully. Although Ling Silent immediately reacted and killed the zombie, the classmate who was bitten had already died on the spot. This sudden turn of events happened too quickly. The classmates started to become restless and anxious. But Xia Na did not go to comfort them. After a moment of silence, she continued on with Ling Silent and the others. What are you doing? Hurry up, let's go. Xia Na and the rest are already gone. The man with glasses is pulling Huang Mao to leave. If it weren't for your suggestion, there wouldn't be casualties. Do you think we can survive without Xia Na? What if Ling Silent convinces Xia Na to abandon us? Also, don't you think the more people die, the better it is for us? You used to not be able to pursue Xia Na, and now it's impossible to win her over. She is now your lifeline. You better treat her well. As for Ling Silent, you definitely can't afford to provoke him. This statement left Huang Mao speechless. Who would have thought that a seemingly timid and honest boy could be so cunning on the inside? In order to save their lives, everyone closely followed behind Xia Na. However, just as they arrived at the school, they found themselves surrounded by wandering zombies. The only way to pass through was to distract the group of zombies. The students behind them all looked pale and frightened. Xia Na also didn't want to rely on them and suggested going by herself. But Ling Silent interrupted. I will go lead the zombies away. You all find a place to hide and take the opportunity to pass through. Just as Ling Silent was about to act, he was stopped by a small hand pressing on his shoulder. Too damn brave. 20-08. Brother Ling, you are a real man. Thank you on behalf of everyone. Little Green is deeply moved. However, what he didn't know is that Ling Silent just didn't want to be a nanny for those people. If Xia Na really went to distract the zombies, her chances of survival would be very low. But with the abilities of herself and Ye Beloved, they should be able to suppress the zombies. You only have 5 minutes to pass through the school. Afterwards, it will be filled with zombies. After that, Ling Silent led Ye Beloved to find 3 zombies. Also use mental connection to control them first. Then, he started picking up the phone. The 3 of them, as zombies, were chased by their own kind. Just because they were all wearing fruit phones. And each phone was set by him to the highest volume of stereo mode. When they ran towards the hospital across from the school, Ling Silent then opened YouTube Music. No text provided. Countless zombies were attracted by the sound and began to snatch cell phones. Xia Na took the opportunity to have Little Green lead everyone into the school. And she was going to stay outside to provide support. A few seconds later, Xia Na finally waited for Ling Silent. However, just at that moment, a zombie was squeezed out of the window. The sound of the fall attracted the attention of the zombie, making it turn around. The zombie noticed the 3 people in the distance and immediately rushed towards them. Due to the large number of zombies, facing them head-on was undoubtedly a dead end. Therefore, Ling Silent prepared to hide on a higher floor. But he encountered Little Green and others on the way. Looking at the revolving door in front of him, Ling Silent came up with a plan. Because of the size limitation of the revolving door, the number of zombies coming in each time is limited. It is more convenient for the 3 of them to kill them. The fighting sound outside attracted the zombies on the second floor, where a girl hiding on the second floor was trembling in fear holding a knife and dared not move. The boys were scared and lay flat on the ground. They watched as the zombies kept getting closer. Eventually, one of the boys directly pushed the boy in front of him towards the zombies. One zombie immediately stepped forward to bite. Another zombie walked towards the person with yellow hair. They watched as the yellow-haired person was about to fall into the mouth of the zombie. A hand suddenly snatched the cleaver from the hands of the person with yellow hair. Then, with a strong blow, the zombie behind was cut in half. It turned out it was just a minute ago. Ling Silent ordered Ye Beloved not to act in order to conceal her identity. 3 of them heard screams from the second floor during the fight. But everyone was occupied and unable to go. Ling Silent had no choice but to let Ye Beloved go to the rescue. Soon after, all the zombies on the second floor were cleared out by Ye Beloved. When everyone finished the fierce battle and started to count the number of people, it was discovered that 2 students were missing. Little Green said she saw them going to the 3rd floor. Xiana wanted to go for the rescue, but Ling Silent stopped her with words. There are zombies on the floor. Going up there means certain death. Shortly after, a few screams were heard. Xiana is a little confused, for people have died since coming out. Was it wrong to bring them out? Ling Silent walked over and said, "It's not your fault. If we had left them in the apartment, the outcome might have been even worse. Ye Beloved's skills just now made Xiana realize that she is not ordinary. Without their help, the situation could have been much worse." On the other side, Lan Mao was very displeased with the actions of the man with glasses. "If it weren't for your suggestion, we wouldn't be here, and that young man wouldn't have died. I will kill you now." And this scene happened to be seen by Xiana and others. The knife in Lan Mao's hand was knocked off by Xiana, and he also took a punch from Little Green. At this moment, the man with glasses had an angry expression, but the next second, he pretended to be a good person and came to advise. Forget it, he must have been too nervous just now. That's why he acted so aggressively. Even though Blue Hair wanted to expose the man with glasses facade, who would believe him because of his previous actions. The man with glasses thought he had hidden himself very well. But the moment of killing intent just now was all seen by Ling Silent. "Brother Ling, why are you looking at me like that?" "No problem. Let's continue on. Just a moment ago, everyone arrived at the underground supermarket and split up to search for supplies. But just as they took a few steps, the reddening eyes of Ye Beloved indicate that there are mutated zombies nearby." A sudden scream came from the front. The 2 of them ran towards the source. At this moment, the big figure was crazily tearing at the students underneath. The yellow-haired person next to them was already scared stiff. To everyone watching the video, if you were the yellow-haired person, how many seconds would you freeze before running away? The student who was bitten did not react until he heard the sound of painful screams. He ran away desperately. When he saw 2 people approaching, the yellow-haired person's eyes immediately lit up. "Ling Silent, help me, save me!" But Ling Silent hesitated, as the mutated zombie was not his opponent. Only by cooperating with Ye Beloved would they have a chance to defeat it. In the next moment, the yellow-haired person was slapped by the big zombie and flew 8 meters away. Then the zombie's fist, like steel, aimed at Ling Silent. The floor shattered as Ling Silent narrowly dodged the attack. Seeing this immense power, he knew that this mutated zombie was stronger than before. Only by giving it his all did he have a chance of winning. He undid all the restraints on Ye Beloved. Ye Beloved instantly turned into a mad killing machine. She flashed instantly behind the big guy and used her sharp claws to pierce through his neck swiftly. But this fatal blow was insignificant in front of the thick-skinned big guy, as if it were just scratching an itch. Seeing this situation, Ling Silent immediately mobilized his spiritual power to control the big guy. However, controlling 2 powerful zombies at the same time was still too much for him. In just 1 second, his eyeballs were bloodshot. Nose also started to bleed. "Ye Beloved, kill him now. Ye Beloved, Focus all your strength to deliver a strike. Finally pierce the back of the big head. Sure enough. The stronger the zombie, the deeper the color of the gel produced. The battle just ended. Xia Na and Little Green rushed over upon hearing the movement. Xia Na began to doubt, seeing the zombie lying on the ground, and the two almost unharmed standing beside. These two are ridiculously strong. Always feel like there is some secret hidden behind them. But Ling Silent just casually said a few words. He quickly hid the zombie gel again. In the previous battle, Ling Silent felt that his psychic power had made a breakthrough. Maybe next time, he can control two mutated zombies directly. Wang Mao also woke up from the coma just now. He was in pain on the ground. When Little Green went to bandage his wounds, his face became worse. Afterwards, he sneaked over to Xia Na. Wang Mao seems to be in bad shape. His arm has the exact same color as the zombie. He may be mutating. Wang Mao's previous arrogant attitude had made other students dislike him. Now, the risk of mutation will make him even less accepted by them. After much consideration, Xia Na decided to leave him here and give him some food. If Wang Mao has not mutated by the time they return, then they will take him with them. Ling Silent feels that Wang Mao may not appreciate this kindness, but does not want to intervene too much. Indeed, after learning about the thoughts of Xia Na and others, Wang Mao roared in anger. But compared to the sorrow and indignation of being abandoned by Xia Na and others, there was one more thing that made him even more fearful. Would he really mutate after being infected by the mutant zombie? On the other side, Ling Silent and the others finally arrived at the agreed place. It's strangely surprising that there isn't a single zombie here. So there's only one possibility, because there are no prey. Many zombies are killing each other. In the end, it gives rise to even more powerful mutated zombies. Thinking of this, Ling Silent is actually a bit excited. Just as Xia Na was about to enter, Ling Silent stopped suddenly. Our agreement was to go to the main entrance. So let's part ways here. Through life and death along the way, Xia Na had already regarded Ling Silent as a friend. Despite feeling reluctant, a promise is a promise. After saying goodbye, Xia Na led the group to rescue the students, while Ling Silent and two others went to the other academic buildings. He wants to obtain more mutant gel to help Ye Beloved evolve. Soon, the two of them found a mutant zombie at the elevator entrance. And this zombie's hands were strengthened. Surprisingly, it can even withstand weapons. Ling Silent uses psychic power to control the zombie, then cooperates with Ye Beloved to kill. Soon they defeat the zombie. And the color of this gel becomes darker green. The two seized the opportunity and defeated several more zombies. Ling Silent now has a total of 7 mutant zombie gels. Enough for Ye Beloved to evolve again. And as Ye Beloved continues to evolve, he can feel that Ye Beloved has become like a part of his body. It's also easier to control. But Ling Silent is just a human after all. Continuous battles have left him exhausted. After a brief rest, he asks Ye Beloved to help him up. As Ye Beloved bends down, her necktie suddenly slipped off. Immediately, a wave of benefits approached Ling Silent, who swallowed his saliva 88 times. Ling Silent pretended to be calm and tied Ye Beloved's necktie. The two were preparing to leave. But Ye Beloved had a reaction to the discovery of mutated zombies. It seems that there are mutated zombies in this school, otherwise, her girlfriend wouldn't be so eager. The zombies in this building have all been cleared. Could they be on other floors? I suddenly thought of Xia Na. I began to worry. Since we're already here, it's better to prepare more gel. Xia Na, who was looking for her classmates on the other side, arrived at the classroom. At this moment, others were feeling a bit worried. Bai Jing searched for a long time. There were no survivors. Staying here for one more minute is dangerous. But Xia Na firmly believes that there must be classmates alive. She knocked on the classroom door. Voices indeed came from inside. It was Teacher Wang who opened the door, which made the students finally relax. However, Xia Na suddenly saw something. The scene before her eyes. directly made her scalp numb. Inside, bloodstains were everywhere. She had already guessed what had happened. At this moment, Lu Mao hastily asked Xia Na what happened, but also saw the situation inside the classroom. He immediately felt nauseous and began to vomit. Teacher Wang kindly asked Xia Na if she had any food. They had not eaten normal food for a long time. This sentence made Xia Na's hands tremble. She kicked fiercely. Then she forced a bitter smile. Indeed, just as Ling Silent had said, "You are all parasites. Just rot here on your own. Just rot here on your own." And then she planned to leave immediately. And Teacher Wang looked at the hope in front of him. Just like that, it's gone. He directly turned dark. All rushed over. Xia Na looked back in response to the bad news. She slashed over with a knife. Everyone was too scared to speak because of Xia Na's actions. Xia Na stared fiercely at everyone. The next second, a massacre began. I hate the virus for taking away my home. But I hate you even more for lacking conscience. She kept cutting with her knife. Only one person was left, cowering against the wall, trembling. He watched Xia Na approaching. He quickly kowtowed and begged for mercy. However, Xia Na at this moment was extremely calm. She just quietly said one sentence. The same words. Shouldn't those classmates who were cruelly treated by you have said them too? The next second, she gently waved the knife. The wretched person in front of her ended just like that. Other classmates also rushed over. Seeing Xia Na covered in blood, no one could say a word. At this moment, on the street, a mutated zombie appeared. Its eerie appearance was extremely frightening. A mournful voice came from its mouth. Ling Silent, Xia Na, I want you both to suffer. My girlfriend is a zombie, and yet I can control her. Just now, Xia Na personally dealt with the inhumane teacher and classmates. Just as she was about to leave, she felt a sense of danger behind her. At this moment, the mutated Huang Maofei pounced over. He ruthlessly punched Xia Na, sending her flying. Watching Xia Na falling to the ground, Huang Mao sarcastically said, Xia Na, I didn't expect to see you again so soon. You're such a snitch. He immediately stepped on Xia Na's head. Then he lifted her and left. At this point, Green Hair wanted to save her, but was knocked down by an elbow strike. Yellow Hair said fiercely, My target is not you. Let Ling Silent come to the boys' dormitory. I'm waiting for him. Green Hair could only watch helplessly as Xia Na was taken away. He shouted angrily in pain. However, this attracted the attention of Zombie. At this time, we must find Ling Silent. The two of them escaped into the classroom. However, they did not know that there were also zombies inside. Just as Green Hair was about to be bitten by a zombie, Ling Silent appeared. At this moment, Ling Silent was stepping on Zombie while playing with a knife in his hand. He hurriedly asked where the others had gone. Green Hair recounted to Ling Silent about Xia Na being taken away by Yellow Hair, and informed that Yellow Hair has mutated. Ling Silent sounds a bit confused. It's understandable that this guy has mutated. Why can he still speak human language? Rescuing people is the priority. Ling Silent followed Green Hair to the boys' dormitory. Arriving at the entrance, there were fresh bloodstains on the ground. Ling Silent was very confused. Green Hair hurriedly said, It must be Yellow Hair. When he appeared, his whole body was covered in blood. So as long as he follows the bloodstains, he can find him. Ling Silent arrived at a classroom. As soon as he entered, he saw Yellow Hair and blood-red eyes. The first collision between the two had officially begun. At this moment, Huang Mao let out a creepy laugh. Look at me, Ling Silent. It's all thanks to you. Ling Silent looks at the insane Huang Mao. He is calmly analyzing. Humans are infected. Will turn into zombies. But the changes on his body are completely different from a zombie. Skin ulceration. Should be caused by a highly pure virus. Ling Silent didn't beat around the bush. He directly asked where Xiao Na was. Wang Mao responded to Ling Silent's inquiry. He burst into laughter. Ling Silent, you want to see her? Just cut off the hand that slapped me back then. Ling Silent stopped his girlfriend from acting. His eyes were filled with disdain. He appeared behind Yellow Hair in one swift move. Extremely fast speed. He slashed down with one stroke. Ling Silent toyed with a short knife in his hand. Looking at Yellow Hair coldly, he said, 20.10:00. Guess how many mutant zombies I have killed? My girlfriend is a zombie. And yet, I can control her. In this post-apocalyptic world, humans avoid zombies at all costs. But at this moment, Ling Silent is playing with a short dagger in his hand. He contemptuously mocks the mutant zombie in front of him, and the next second, he disappears from the spot. He can make even zombies terrified with his speed. It's evident that Ling Silent's strength is truly impressive. When he appeared in front of Wang Mao, the humiliated zombie became furious. He directly wanted to tear Ling Silent apart with his hands. However, Ling Silent's short knife directly chopped off his arm. Turning back, she asked coldly, I'll ask you one last time. Where is Xiao Na? Wang Mao remained unfazed, slowly walking towards Ling Silent. In a sinister and low voice, he said, I was abandoned by you and left to be infected by the virus. This despair and pain, I want you to taste it too. Then he laughed terrifyingly. Ling Silent directly swung a knife over. Ended his life. Handled these. Everyone started searching. In a warehouse, Xiao Na, who was tied up, looked weakly as the door was kicked open. When it was time to rescue her, Xiao Na, however, shouted loudly, not allowing anyone to approach her. Ling Silent bit his lip. Wang Mao's last words seemed to have a hidden agenda. Xiao Na raised her bleeding arm. The blackened wound also confirmed Ling Silent's conjecture. Xiao Na cried and said, I have been infected. Don't come near me, everyone. This sentence left everyone at a loss. Green Hair has the best relationship with Xiao Na. He looked awkwardly at everyone, silly smiling, saying, Xiao Na must be joking with us. Brother Ling, don't you think so? Ling Silent closed his eyes. He also didn't want to admit these. But this is the truth. Ling Silent is still analyzing calmly. Wang Mao was attacked by a mutant and could not withstand the high-intensity virus, causing his body to decay. Xiao Na is a secondary infection. Is there still any hope? If she becomes like a girlfriend, relying on gel may lead to recovery. But if it rots, then there really is no way to save it. With this speculation, Ling Silent just wants to control his girlfriend and have Xiao Na leave here first. However, Xiao Na at this moment directly picked up the short knife on the ground. Looking at everyone with relief, she trembled and said, I'd rather us not become a zombie. I don't want to harm you all. As soon as the words fell, the dagger was about to slash towards the neck. Ling Silent quickly controlled his girlfriend and stopped her. In Xiao Na Yuanju's eyes, the dagger was thrown out. The next second, Xiao Na was covered in cold sweat and directly collapsed on the ground. Just as everyone was at a loss, Xiao Na trembled and stood up unsteadily. Ling Silent could feel the abnormal energy in her body. However, at this moment, Xiao Na began to speak. She said, Give it to me, with a very convincing expression. I think adults all understand. Just like that, she pounced on Ling Silent. Just when everyone looked bewildered, I controlled my girlfriend to hold her down. It seems like she wanted this. Did Xiao Na really mutate? My girlfriend is a zombie, but I can still control her. Ling Silent is in big trouble right now. Because of Xiao Na, the partner who fights together.